Did you know that Ethiopia once tried to invade Egypt? Ethiopia is a fascinating country with a rich history that most people don't know about. From the legendary Queen of Sheba to the mysterious Aksumite Empire, Ethiopia has been a center of power and wealth for centuries. But there is one Ethiopian emperor that stands out from the rest. Tewodros II, who ruled from 1855 to 1868. He was a man on a mission to make Ethiopia the center of the known universe. When Tewodros came to power, Ethiopia was a very different place. The country was poor and isolated, and its people were scattered and divided. But Tewodros had a vision for his country. He wanted to make Ethiopia the center of African civilization, a beacon of light for the entire continent. And he wanted to do it by any means necessary. First, he started by modernizing the Ethiopian army. He knew that to conquer Egypt, he would need a strong military to protect his empire from invaders. So he set about creating a new national army, complete with modern weapons and tactics. He also reached out to European powers, begging for military support. But they all refused, except for one, Britain. Britain saw an opportunity to expand its influence in Africa and agreed to help Tewodros build up his army. Soon, the Ethiopian army was one of the most powerful in Africa, and Tewodros felt ready to take on Egypt. He declared war on Egypt and began his invasion, but it wasn't going well. The Egyptians were led by a brilliant military commander named Ibrahim Pasha, and despite Tewodros' best efforts, he couldn't seem to get the upper hand. To make matters worse, Tewodros' allies, the British, weren't interested in getting involved in a war that had nothing to do with them. They refused to send any military aid to Ethiopia, and soon Tewodros was on the run. He retreated to his capital city of Addis Ababa, where he built a massive fortress to protect himself and his advisors. But it was a futile effort. Ibrahim Pasha and his army soon arrived outside the city walls, and Tewodros knew that his time was running out. He desperately sent a message to the British, pleading for help, but it was too late. The British had no intention of getting involved in this war, and as the Egyptian army closed in on Addis Ababa, Tewodros knew that his dream of conquering Egypt had failed. Defeated and disillusioned, Tewodros II ended his own life rather than surrender to the Egyptians. His empire may have been short-lived, but his legacy lived on. Ethiopia would never be the same again. Thank you for watching!